We have only a few hours of daylight, so it's important to hurry. Otherwise it will be dark all day.
21st of December is the shortest day we have in the Arctic North. And if you're lucky, this is the amount of daylight we get a couple of hours inside the polar circle. But there are much more heavier challenges we have to face, and little we know what is about to happen in the next 24 hours.
That at the moment is removed, so I don't have an accident, a collision, king of a forest. Now it's getting a little bit more light, but the race is still on. It's only a few hours of daylight in the polar night season, and I wonder if it's getting lighter than this. What we have at the moment is supposed to be good conditions for surfing today. Let's see what will happen next. My nose is freezing. Oh my god. We aren't driving for views today, we are driving for voltage. So now we have the polar night season and the battery keeps just draining. No matter what we are doing.
You maybe have heard about the polar night, which is a really beautiful and amazing season with the special Arctic light conditions you never experience somewhere else in the world. And here, located on the Vesterålen island, the polar night starts from 3rd of December until the 9th of January. So it's roughly about 4 weeks we are not seeing the sun. But in certain locations, if you're surrounded by mountains, you have to wait longer to see the sun. Otherwise, you also can go on top of any mountains in the local area where you can experience the sun on your skin a little bit earlier than that. can't imagine what would happen if I weren't able to find a shelter place against the wall with a barn. Especially the strong winds and the storms, the hurricane we just experience. It's completely mind-blowing and next level. And we don't experience storms like this very often, but they can happen once in a while, several times in a year, and you never know when it will happen and what to expect.
As you see, the visibility is really bad. It's about roughly 20 meters of the line of sight. I think I will stop here. Even for me, experience like I am here in the Arctic conditions, especially during storms, I have to admit that I will stop here. It's no point in continue driving, especially if you will encounter a moose or animal. It's not good at all. People think the polar night is just dark, but the reality is that's really heavy. It takes 30% more of energy to do every single task. Do it so cold. My God, so much wind right now. I live here for 13 years in the Arctic, but when one thing is giving me headache, it's a really huge storm as we had a couple days ago. I'm normally not afraid, I'm a calm person, I'm really relaxed. But when it comes down to be inside a van, inside a huge hurricane with wind speeds about 50 to 55 meters per second, which is equivalent to 240 kilometers per hour when I'm getting really nervous. And a couple days ago I had to seek shelter with my van, and there has been some incidents around these islands that several vans or cars actually tipped over. But this is how it is. We live here 68 degrees north inside the polar circle on the island, Norway's biggest island to be exactly, on the Vesterålen island. Many people mistaken it with Lofoten. The producer asked me once if I felt lonely, and I told him that loneliness is only emotion. Simple physics. It's dark and quiet. Nothing more than that. Storm has taken its toll the entire night. Getting tired of the shaking, it's not easy. Oh my god. When does it take an end? Oh my god.
Despite all the challenges we are facing each winter time, it's also really beautiful on this island. It makes it so special with the wildlife, the weather conditions and the Arctic light. Yes, it can be dangerous and you have to be aware about what is happening in your surroundings, and you always have to observe the weather conditions. It might save your van or it might also save your life. And most people were not aware about it or to take care about the current situations. So you always have to keep an eye on it. That's why I'm not the over-dramatical YouTuber which you maybe see on other videos. I'm used to conditions like this, but definitely this has challenged my calmness, especially this storm, which has reached about 50 to 55 meters per second wind speed. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm happy to show you my playlist, which is linked in the end of this screen. So check out the playlist with other road trip videos about van life here in the Arctic Polar Circle.